Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. It's Monday once again, and it's gonna be another long day in school. May class ako ng 10 up to 6 with work in between, and 6 to 8 meron akong attend na workshop ulit, or hindi ko alam kung workshop yun. Hindi siya workshop, basta organized by this International Center. Yung title niya kasi is Tips and Tacos. So basically, they invited mga alumni. I think they'll be sharing, you know, success stories, how they find a job, or how they found a job, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos may pakain na tacos. So, doon ako sa tacos excited. Charot. So yun, 6 to 8 yun. Attend kami ni Jen. Si Sheena nag-register, pero last minute siya makapunta, may work daw siya. So, yun. Anyway, hingal ako. Let's go na. There's a situation at the moment. Mabal ang snow. Sabi sa forecast, mag-snow mamaya. Pero hindi naman tuloy-tuloy. Para mga intermittent. Mag-snow, tas mag-stop. Tas mag-snow, tas mag-stop. And then, I think, stop na siya ng hapon. Wala na siya sa gabi. So, yeah, tatawid-tawid din ako sa kabila, sumasakay. Pero dito ako bumababa pag pauwi. We're here. Hindi tayo na late. Kala ko malilate ako eh. I wanted to buy coffee, pero later na lang after ng first class. I'm done with my 2 classes. Meron pa ulit mamayang alas 4. And hindi ko alam kakainin ko. May work din ako. I need to buy something fast. Grabe yung kapal lang snow na nag-accumulate over the past days. Okay. Guys, ano na, hindi na ako nakapag-vlog. Dire-diretso kasi hindi ko na maalala yung last na vlog ko. Dire-diretso from class to work to class, and then yung aming ano nga, parang event session sa school na hindi rin ako nakag-vlog doon. Ay, it's 8:44. Grabe, lamig. Okay, let's go na, guys. Sabay na tayo mag-usap. Hi guys, I'm home. Ang harsh naman ng light na to. Lumalabas yung oiliness ng aking. Mukha kong oily, pero feeling ko hindi naman. Anyways, yes. Bahay na me. 9 o'clock. And I wanted to end the vlog before, no, I wanted to talk about this before I end the vlog, because I've been wanting to talk about it, pero nakakalimutan ko kasi nga I seldom vlog. But I got a lot of questions. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you're an international student, this only applies to you. If not, then wala masyadong effect. But as you know, kung international student kayo dito, nung November nagkaroon ng changes with the immigration, especially pertaining to applying for a post-graduation work permit or the PGWP. So effective November, kung mag-a-apply kayo ng PGWP, isa na sa requirement is yung English test. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna take IELTS or CELPIP or any other English test, accredited na English test, like merong PTE, I don't know another. That's all I have on top of my head. So I know IELTS, CELPIP, or PTE. So isa na siya sa mga requirement para mag-apply ng work permit. So, nung in-announce yun, nung bandang October ba yun in-announce? Yeah, I think early October or late September. Nasabi yung changes magte-take effect ng November. So, nung the day ng announcement itself, nag-book ako ng schedule for the CELPIP test agad-agad kasi I know na kasi nung time na yon nanonood kami nung kaklase ko ng live nung announcement kasi beforehand syempre nagsabi na sila na merong announcement magaganap on this date, tune in ng 12 o'clock yata yun or 11 or 1, I forgot the time, pero yun nung kaklase ko kami dalawa nasa library kami noon. Hello, Lynn, if you're watching. Nung in-announce yun, tapos sabi ko, naku, pagka, syempre, hindi naman lahat ng estudyante naka-tune in, diba? So, pagka mamaya, usually yan pag few minutes after the announcement, sunod-sunod mga news media, magpo-post na yan, na mga changes. Sabi ko, baka pahirapan mag-book ng slot. Tapos, isa pang yung concern ko, baka magmahal yung test, yung exam. So, sabi ko, we need to book na agad-agad that time. Kasi, pagka ito, biglang nagkapunuan yung slot, paano na? Paano, lalo na for us na mag-apply na kami ng work permit soon, kailangan bago kami mag-apply, meron na kaming English test result. So, nag-book na ako agad-agad and I booked that exam October 25. That was a Friday since wala akong class. So, binook ko siya. And 25 was a Friday. On Monday night, may result na. So, I posted the results sa aking in Instagram. And a lot of people messaged me asking me like, what did I use as a reviewer? And papost ko lang dito yung aking mga grades. So, a lot of people were asking me ano ginamit ko as a reviewer, how did I prepare for the exam, and all of that. So, with CELPIP, the perfect score is 12. And, yeah. So, I'm happy with the grades, with the scores that I got. And hindi ko rin in-expect na mapa-perfect ko yung sa speaking kasi doon pa nga ako medyo nag-alangan kasi sabi ko, nautal ako, merong portion na parang mahaba, merong pang few seconds pero nag-stop na ako magsalita. Sabi kasi nila parang i-maximize mo yung time. And meron naman akong question na parang nauubusan ako ng oras na nag-stop na yung timer. May sinasabi pa ako, sabi ko, shucks, parang feeling ko mga 9 or 10 lang ako sa speaking. Pero nagulat ako na 12 yung speaking ko. Tapos yung writing ko naman, which I was so confident na feeling ko perfect. Doon pa ako hindi na perfect. O hindi, doon pa yung writing pa talaga yung lowest ko. So, mahirap masabi. But, in terms of reviewer, the number one is, of course, yung yung free reviewer sa CELPIP website. It is very crucial that you practice from the website kasi yung format ng exam itself is kung ano yung nasa reviewer or nasa free trial test nila sa website. So, talagang much better na mag-practice ka. Although, dalawa lang yung set of practice questions sa website. So, yun, number one, take the practice test. Meron doon reading, may listening, may writing, and speaking. Pero yung reading and listening lang yung mabibigyan ng grade. Kasi, syempre, parang pwede siyang i-automate. But the speaking and writing, hindi siya mabibigyan ng grade kasi that one would need an actual person to rate and grade you. And syempre, for free, hindi naman nila gagawin. So, but still, it's good kasi napapractice mo. May mga possible, I think it is safe to say na yung practice questions sa website, hindi mo yun may encounter sa exam itself. Talagang practice lang yon. And it's still a good parang resource to practice on, kasi yung sa speaking may timer, kasi nga yung sa speaking app, walo yung questions, walo yung task, and it varies din. Merong mga 30 seconds preparation time, tapos 60 seconds ka magsasalita. Merong 60 seconds yung preparation time, tapos 90 seconds ka magsasalita. Iba-iba, depende dun sa scenario. So it's still a good resource to practice on. But I also watched, hindi ko na masyado kinomplicate, kasi feeling ko pag masyado ko maraming pinanood na YouTube channel, mas lalo akong mangangarag, malilito, kaka-anxiety. So, dalawa yung channels na pinanooran ko lang. I'm gonna put the screenshot of their page or their channels here, kasi hindi ko maalala yung pangalan. Isa si Ali. I forgot the name of the other one. Pero yung mga videos nila, yung binge watch ko, pinanood ko to get ideas, to get the formats, and kung paano itatackle yung, especially the listening test. It's the listening talaga, you have to practice taking down notes ng mabilis. And syempre, dapat naiintindihan mo yung sarili mong sulat, kasi later on, babalikan mo yun. So, may mga format or templates na sinuggest si Ali, which I followed personally during the practice test and the exam itself. And magpo-provide sila ng one piece of parang scratch paper for you and a ball pen before mag-start yung exam. And talagang nagamit ko yun back to back. Puno yung papel ko sa pagte-take down notes ng sa listening and as well as sa speaking. Kasi syempre yung sa 30 seconds or 60 seconds mong preparation time, maganda na sinusulat mo din yung mga parang bullet points na kung ano yung mga balak mong sabihin para hindi mo makalimutan. Kasi minsan pag inisip mo lang lahat dyan, mami-miss out mo. So, dun sa speaking, I also use a scratch paper to write down by bullet points on what I want to talk about. So, yun. Reading, talagang ano din talaga, comprehension. Kasi, kung ano yung sasabihin dun sa passage, sa question, parang synonym words na yung gagamitin. So, hindi mo mahanap yung exact word or phrase na nabasa mo dun sa question. So, kailangan talaga ng vocabulary mo na kailangan alam mo yung ano yung synonym nito, anong meaning nito, ganon. So, yun. Just keep practicing and yun lang. Yun lang talaga masasabi ko, keep practicing. So, I planned to, parang review a week before ng exam ko, pero hindi ko rin siya sobrang nagawa. Parang mga 3 days before, doon lang ako nag-start mag-review. Pero, tapos syempre, kasama pa ng may mga assignments akong ginagawa and all that. So, parang 3 days before, doon lang ako talaga nag-start mag-review, pero not 100% of my time was dedicated to that. Kasi may nagtanong sa akin, gano'ng katagal nag-review again? Siguro mga 3 days lang talaga. Kahit na pinlano ko siyang gawin na a week before, hindi ko nagawa. So, yung average value na score mo would be your CLB. Ang requirement is at least CLB 7. Sa pag-apply ng work permit, kailangan average mo yung CLB 7. And yeah, I got 11. Nahatak ako nung writing ko na 10. Nakakainis. But I'm still happy. I'm still thankful at napasa ko ng ganon. And yeah. So, I cannot really speak about IELTS because I don't have any experience with IELTS. And main difference ng IELTS and CELPIP is that with IELTS, yung sa speaking part nila is actual person yung kausap mo. And with CELPIP, it's not an actual person. You will be recording yourself. Merong question na nasa screen and you'll be recording your answer as if you're talking to someone. And dun ka nila i-grade sa recording na yun. So, yeah, that's why I chose CELPIP kasi I feel like with an actual person, mas mararatel ako. Parang I'm more confident speaking alone. Kasi nga, diba, nasanay tayo sa vlog ganito. Wala akong kausap na tao talaga in person. But I'm used to speaking to the camera. So, ganun na lang ini-imagine ko na nag-i-speaking ako. Kunwari, may kausap ako. And I think what they're really looking into is not how kung hindi kung gaano kalalim yung vocabulary, or don't use highfalutin words, kumbaga, kasi it's not natural. I think the more natural you sound, the better score you'll get. Kasi ganun yung talagang ginawa ko with my CELPIP exam. So sa mga situations, ini-imagine ko si Sheena or si Jen, kausap ko, and I will talk dun sa exam ko, dun sa recording ko, like, hi Sheena, ganyan, or hey Jen, parang as in super parang may kausap ko sila. Ganun yung ginawa ko, na parang kausap ko talaga sila and natural lang yung conversation. So, I think, you know, nakatulong sa akin how I got a perfect score sa speaking. And with the rest, I don't know na, feeling ko sa writing, very sila strict. Both IELTS and CELPIP, very strict sa writing. Kaya parang feeling ko kahit gaano ako ka-confident sa writing ko, hindi pa rin na-meet yung expectation nila. But still thankful na naka-10 ako dyan. And listening and reading, hindi talaga ma-perfect. Listening, minsan kasi talaga sobrang bilis na mga pangyayari. And parang hirap ma-perfect talaga. But I know that some people can, you know, get a perfect score from it. I think pag one or two mistakes, I think you'll get an 11. So that's why I think meron akong 1 or 2 mistakes, kaya 11 lang ako dun sa listening and reading. But anyway, ayun lang guys. Wala akong masyadong tips na bibigay sa inyo kung hindi mag-review from the CELPIP itself and watch videos from Ali and the other guy na na-mention ko. And yun. With that said, I'm gonna end this vlog. It has been a long day. Gusto ko na mahiga. Gusto ko na magpalit ang damit. So, I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye guys! Good night! Thanks for watching!